We have some amazing news. A judge has ordered that RFK Jr. must remain on the ballot in the swing state of Michigan. And you might be asking, well, why is this great news? Well, RFK Jr. recently dropped out of the presidential race, and he's more likely to take votes away from Donald Trump than Kamala Harris. So, if he remains on the ballot in Michigan, he'll take votes away from Donald Trump. Kennedy filed a lawsuit Friday in Michigan's Court of Claims against Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson in an effort to withdraw his name. Michigan's election officials had previously rejected Kennedy's notice of withdrawal. In a post on X earlier today, Benson said under Michigan law, candidates who are nominated and accept a minor party's nomination shall not be permitted to withdraw. And Michigan Court of Claims Judge Christopher P. Yates agreed with the Secretary of State and concluded that she rightly rejected Kennedy's request to be removed from the ballot, saying elections are not just games, and the Secretary of State is not obligated to honor the whims of candidates for public office. So yeah, that's pretty great news. And a similar lawsuit is happening in North Carolina right now where Kennedy's trying to get his name off the ballot, but it's yet to be seen what will happen there.
2 days later.
Just today, in Michigan Court of Appeals and in North Carolina, the courts ordered Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s name to be removed from the state's general election ballot, overturning Democrat attempts to keep his name on the ballot.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is still trying to get his name off of several state ballots so that he's even able to do the thing that he dropped out of the race to do, which is, of course, help Donald Trump. And oh boy, is he having a humiliating time of it. The latest incident took place in the swing state of Michigan that Donald Trump desperately needs to win, but a judge told Kennedy, no, you're not going to get off this ballot, dude. You fought a little too hard to get on it, and yeah, you're stuck. So here's what happened. Kennedy filed a lawsuit against Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson in the Court of Claims. He went in and he argued like, hey, look, I gave you time. I'm not past a deadline here. So obviously, unlike some of these other states where I did miss the deadline, I can get off the ballot. And on its surface, that's actually a good argument, except that it ignores all of the other criteria here. Because in the state of Michigan, like in so many other states, Kennedy has run into this issue. It doesn't matter the timing of you attempting to get yourself off the ballot. What matters is whether or not you're running as an independent, no party affiliation, or if you're actually running with a political party. And that's where Kennedy screwed up big time. Because since he is running under the We the People Party, which is an actual political party, the state law says you can't remove your name from the ballot. And to make it even more humiliating, the judge blasted him in his decision saying this: elections are not just games, and the Secretary of State is not obligated to honor the whims of candidates for political office.
1 day later.
Just today, in Michigan Court of Appeals and in North Carolina, the courts ordered Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s name to be removed from the state's general election ballot, overturning Democrat attempts to keep his name on the ballot.
As of today, RFK Jr.'s name is going to appear on the ballot in 3 critical swing states, even though he has been trying desperately to get it removed. And he believes if his name stays, it might hurt former President Trump in the upcoming election.
1 day later.
Just today, in Michigan Court of Appeals and in North Carolina, the courts ordered Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s name to be removed from the state's general election ballot, overturning Democrat attempts to keep his name on the ballot.